Welcome to this lesson in Clone My Business as you and I work together to steadily plod forth into helping you set up your digital marketing agency as successfully and happily as ever. And now the time has come to give your business a name. So choosing the right business name is kind of a big deal, but don't let it overwhelm you. So if you followed along and you've done the steps up to this point, or you're like me and you want to go through the entire course and then go back through and then do the steps, you may already have a few good ideas for your company name. So the research that you've done as well on your competition and then narrowing down your niche may have also given you a few ideas already. But I want to give you just a few guidelines and a few pointers on that can help you come up with your own business name. So to begin, let's say ideally your business name should be easy. Like it should be easy to spell, easy to say, easy to remember. It should be short. Basically, the shorter the better, like Nike, Netflix, Apple, things like that. Ideally, it relates to your business. If possible, use words that are found in your industry. Benefits, if possible, we can do that with a tagline, but if possible, use words that invoke what your services will do. And then positive, if possible, create uplifting imagery or a sense of success or whatever it is that your ideal clientele is looking for. So here's some homework for you. You're going to jot down as many names that come to mind. So think about your business. Think about your business brand, including your business name, and then just think about the feel that you want your business to have. And then get a pen and paper and jot down as many names that come to mind. And at this point, don't think about the competition or if somebody else might have the name just right. Like there's no wrong answer. You're just trying to get all of the stuff out of your brain and onto the paper. Just flow as fast as you can. Now, okay, here's my my little doubting guy, right? But Sean, should I include my niche in my business name like Cool Dental Digital? Yes, you could name your business something that is niche related. The benefit is that your prospects would know right away that your business relates to them, so that's good. The potential downside is that you may change up your business later. Let's say you started with Cool Dental Digital, but later decided to expand to include attorneys. So your business name would then sound a little bit weird to attorneys. I mean, you could always add another division like Cool Lawyer Digital, but my personal preference would be that unless you're 100% sure on your chosen niche right now out of the gate, keep your name a bit more generic, but use your branding to show what you're all about. Remember, you can always change a logo, you can change colors, you can change whatever. Business name is harder to change because you're going to have some legal stuff attached to that. Okay, my happy little confused guy again. But Sean, should I include my service in my business name, like Reputation Management Chief? First, by the way, that's a made-up name. But I just want to get that out there. There could, I didn't even look that up. I probably should have. There could probably be a Reputation Management Chief business out there. Totally coincidence. I just made that up. Okay. Anyways, moving on. It may be a real thing, but yeah. So second, my advice is the same as with the naming it after the niche. If you're 100% certain of what services you're offering, then sure, do it. But you may not want to pigeonhole yourself just yet, especially being brand new. Again, it's better to be somewhat general and then let your branding and messaging take care of the rest. So here are some ideas on naming your business. These are just ways to get you brainstorming about your agency name. Okay, so first of all, you can use some keyword. So here's some examples like media, marketing, solutions, creative, agency, tools, kit or toolkit. Then you can combine like a random noun with a keyword. So like White Rabbit Media or Tangerine Tools or Top Hat Marketing. And again, These are, besides the obvious ones, the big brands, I'm just making these up. So there probably is a White Rabbit Media, but I'm not promoting them in any way. It's just a coincidence, okay? Don't think too hard on it. You could do a geographic name. So famous brands, Fiji Water, Cisco Systems based in San Francisco, Kentucky Fried Chicken. You can do alliteration, Coca-Cola, Dunkin' Donuts, Best Buy. Best Buy is also one of those that I'm talking about where it has like the benefits right there. It's beneficial and positive right in the message. Best Buy. Ooh, okay. Plus the alliteration. That's a good company name. I don't necessarily care about the company themselves. Actually don't know how they're still in business, but but it's a good name. Rhyming. StubHub, Lean Cuisine, Hulu, right? Those are good rhyming examples. Appropriation of another noun. So Apple, Crocs, Jaguar, right? Those are other nouns. And apple is a fruit, but somehow it's also, if you Google Apple, the company Apple comes up way before the fruit ever does. And then Crocs, Jaguar, same thing, right? What about blending or combining two or more words? So examples like Facebook, Pinterest, pin plus interest, Snapple. Of course, you get that. And then, of course, you can use different spelling. So Krispy Kreme, Lyft, Chick-fil-A, that kind of thing. I think you get the picture. So, I mean, you can take a look at this, but if you get really stuck, you can also use a business name generator. I don't have a favorite one, so I didn't list one here. And these sites kind of come and go. They're usually just, they have that business name generator, and then the entire rest of the website's just ads. but they can be really helpful. So just literally Google that, like business name generator, and then run it a few times and see what comes up. If you get a good name, something that you really like, be sure to check out their terms, make sure that you're free to use that name. And then we've got a little bit more homework. So let me go to this next thing before we do the next homework. So take a look at this. Those are just some fun ideas, but then once you've got a pretty good list going, go through it and narrow it down. So you want to be ruthless. You want to cut this down to your top 10. And then once you have your top 10 business names, now's the time to get online. So do a search for each of the names that you have. What comes up? Often names that you thought were great might already be taken by another business or organization of some sort. I don't know how many times I've thought, holy smokes, I just thought of the best business name ever. And I get online and sure enough, somebody else also thought that was the best business name ever. So basically what you want to do is just keep going until you find one that you like and that it's not in use by somebody else. And then once you've weeded out the names a bit, then it's time to go to a domain registrar like GoDaddy. And then you want to look for the .com, or don't even put in the .com, just put in the name and then see what happens. It's not always possible to get the .com, but if you can, it's much better because it's kind of like, I mean, still to this day, we have so many different extensions. We have .marketing, we have like a ton of them, right? But .com is by far still to this day the most famous. And if you can't get that, it's possible to look at getting the .net or .co. But if that's the case, then you want to make sure that the .com, is it in use by some other company, or is it just like one of those domain squatters? A lot of people will buy up domains and then just squat on them, hoping to resell them later. So also you want to use a site like noam.com to check the availability of your name across the different platforms like YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all that. Even if you're not planning on necessarily using Twitter specifically to grow your business, it's still good just to grab your profile, just to have that as one more domain and one more thing that's pointing back to your main website with your main offer. So once you've got it boiled down to your top 10, then you want to do a final check and make sure that nobody else is using it. So, you want to make sure that it's not trademarked. So if you're in the United States, you can do a quick search online at uspto.gov. If you're outside of the United States, whether Canada, UK, Australia, somewhere else in the Queen's realm, or in one of the European countries, be sure to look at the respective trademark organization in your own country. So with that, when if these top 10 names have passed all of this and they're still good, now what you need to do is narrow it down to your top 3 names. So now is the time to get your key friends and family to help you decide. And once you have your top 3, it's share them with your friends and family. And it's going to be interesting for you to see their reaction. In particular, pay attention to see if it's hard for them to pronounce or if they're confused by the name. Like if you have something that's like Zizix Marketing or something, they'll be like, how do I even say that? Or if you have like numbers in there for a while, is really popular for bands like Maroon 5, Matchbook 23. I'm confusing. Anyways, like early 2000s is really popular for band names to have like a name and then a number. And it's like, well, that's just kind of confusing. And does the number add anything? I don't know. Maybe for a band name it does, but for a digital marketing agency, it does not. So you want it to be clear and watch if your friends and family are confused, if they like it. If there's anything that's unclear, you're going to want to rethink the name. So take some time with this step because it's, giving your business a name will be a big part of your overall brand, but don't take too much time, okay? Because here's the secret to this all. There is no perfect business name. At the end of the day, your business and your branding will become whatever you say it is. So like Nike, I think that's like a Greek god or something, maybe, but we don't really think that. When you hear the word Nike, you think of shoes and apparel and sports and all that, right? So your business and your branding will become whatever you say it is. The point is not to overthink this. I know people who have spent literally weeks and months on their business name, not even joking. And you want to get started quickly. Remember, I'm trying to push you to get through this entire thing and making money within 14 days. So there is no perfect business name. Just make a list of your names, narrow it down to your top 10, then narrow it down to your top 3. Check out those potential names online, and then pick one and run with it. So remember, speed, go super fast. We've got to get you out of the harbor fast. Name your business, then let's get busy with the next few steps. But if you have any questions or any comments on them, put them below. I want to help you. As always, I want to make sure that you get a happy name that you're excited about, that you're excited to tell your clients and your friends and family and the entire world about. And that's what we're going to do next. Okay? So I'll see you in the next lesson.